Welcome everyone to another episode of our amazing podcast, our podcast. I'm your host today, I'm Olawale. Welcome you guys to the show.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. It's your boy Mula once again. It's nice to have you all on a new episode of our podcast.
Welcome everybody to the show. You know me as usual, your boy Stainless, aka the Eight Watcher. So you are welcome to another amazing show for our podcast. Hope you guys are ready for what we have for you today. Let's get it kicking.
Yeah. I would like to get it kicking all the way from Cape Verde. I would like to get it kicking from that direction because I love what I saw from them last night and it was an amazing performance. I would like to hear your take on that, Mula.
Yes, Cape Verde. First of all, I had my heart in my tummy yesterday. I was, I was, I was on my feet. I was on my ass. I was on my back. I was restless. Let me just summarize how I was feeling yesterday during the match. I was restless. We did not expect it to be the way it happened yesterday. Cape Verde showed up and they came correct, and big ups to them. It's a good thing for African football, and it's also a very great thing for it's a great thing for the team, to have dragged Argentina to the extra time. Nobody expected that. So I'm happy that yes, my team Argentina went through. But then again, I'm also happy that Cape Verde were able to show the quality that they have in the team and also good for African football. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword where you want more African teams to proceed, but then again, football happened, and it's good to have such experiences in the World Cup. That match yesterday should be the best match so far in the World Cup, in my opinion. It's a very good football to see. Cape Verde, Cape Verde. Cape Verde almost broke my heart, though, but no wahala, it's all good. So big ups, big ups to Argentina, man. Big ups to Argentina, and bigger ups to Cape Verde. Votinha, I be Vozinho, I be Vivinha. That man, that man, that man. No wahala, it's all good. It's all good. It's good to see players show their talents. The wonderful Golazo from Cabral. You know, the match was everything you need in football. The match gave it to us yesterday: intensity, technicality, wow moments. Everything was all about that match. Great match to see, man. Great match to see.
Silas, was it great? Uh, you just the sweat for seat.
Bro, what do you want me to say? Like, they actually did the unexpected. Like, we never expect Cape Verde to be such a pest for Argentina. Because to me, I actually feel like Argentina was going to just breeze them, like go easy on, like beat them. But at the end of the day, they proved us wrong. Kudos to the Cape Verde national team, Bosnia. Let me just say in general, the whole team in general, because you see them playing with their hearts, like they have something to prove. And for them to showcase something like that, what they did yesterday, like a nation of 500,000, like they are just 500 in population, but they came to the world stage and made everybody proud. Yes, my team eliminated them, but yet in the heart of many football lovers in Africa, what they did, they will never forget what they did in the world of football. Bro, I was in this mood yesterday, like I was so quiet. I think the last time I've been in this kind of situation was 2022 World Cup against Netherlands and against France. These are the times that Argentina put me in this kind of tight spot that I was in yesterday. I was just saying in my mind, bro, are we going out from this competition? But at the end of the day, we know who created the last chance for the goal, the GOAT. He has to do what he has to do. Like, that is the reason why he's the greatest of all time. He step up when his team need him. So kudos to Argentina. On to the next round.
Yeah, well, for me, I enjoyed the game. It was an amazing game because I said Cape Verde was the best African team of this tournament because they are the only team in this an African team in this tournament that can keep a 90 minutes concentration. Because going into the round of 32 fixtures, a lot of African teams really played well, but concentration for 90 minutes, I don't think a lot of African teams have it. And these European teams are these big giants. I think they spot these flaws and they capitalized on it because a lot of them won't naturally play well in the futures and they'll just capitalize on 2-3 minutes of breakdown. And I would like to touch on that because technically African teams have improved. I would like us to agree on that. African teams have improved, but this little time, these little minutes that African teams used to flop and lose concentration, that's where they capitalize and take advantage. Talking about Germany, talking about Paraguay, talking about look at all of Israel. They are not all that. Those European teams, they are not all that. But if you put full 90 minutes concentration into it, they are defeatable. What's your take on that, Silas?
So let me say the place you get it wrong. If you think it's only Cape Verde that have this 0-5 for 90 minutes, where did you keep Morocco? I think the best team coming out from Africa that don't lose concentration for 120 minutes. You are saying 90 minutes for 120 minutes is Morocco. Those guys play like they're on drug. Like the last time I've seen something like this, like it's me watching the South American team playing against each other. Morocco have this energy, regardless of I don't want them to win or you can't hate watch Morocco. Let me just say the fact to you, due to what they did in the last Nations Cup, but the way they are playing, instead of you to hate watch them, just cool down and appreciate what they are doing. Whatever the king of Morocco did to their sports facilities is actually paying out for them because those guys are balling. Yes, their next fixture is Canada. They are playing Canada today. In our books, Morocco is the favorite. If they qualify to the next round, they might meet France. But if you guys think that France will see them easy, like France will work on them easy, I want to prove you right. This current Morocco squad I'm watching, those guys have a mission. Because there is something I noticed about that team. Once you take someone out, the other person that you're bringing in is it continues with that same energy. And let's talk about the other African country, the likes of Senegal, Morocco, Congo, and Ivory Coast. I think they have those countries now. They lack that that 90 minutes concentration. They lack that kind of concentration. So I think they are playing African football that once you score, if you can defend, Africa will get about. Once this European team, I think what they have, the edge they have over us is the spirit of keep on believing. They have this. It's not over until it's over. It's not over until the ref blow the whistle. But I feel like African team feel like whenever I'm leading 1-0, it's over. They will find it out strong. We'll defend. But no, Senegal bottle a 2-0
I,
lead.
I, don't, I, don't, I, don't, I don't even think they think it is over. I just think for a few seconds or few minutes, about 2-3 minutes, they are just going to switch off either defensively or something. And the European guys or anyone they are playing against will just capitalize on that few minutes because
And that's the same thing
they
I said. That
understand that football is
that's the
all
reason
about
why.
moment.
That's the reason why I said they don't have that belief. Trust me, if Belgium play a team like Morocco will flop Belgium. We can see we saw what Morocco did to Netherlands even before they start the match. You will even if with the lineup alone, you will know Netherlands are scared. Like Netherlands coach is actually scared of this Morocco team. How on earth Netherlands, one of the best team in Europe, set a 5 defender because you want to play Morocco, for you to know how scared they know the team they want to play. So I feel like Morocco deserve the praise. Anyway, we want to praise Cape Verde for Cape Verde, yes, they try. Let's not forget Nigeria did the same thing in 2018. 2018, we played 3-2 against the same Argentina team that have Messi. So I feel like Morocco deserve all the praise above any other African team. And let's not forget what the Egyptian team are doing as well. Because nobody to me, I didn't even predict that Egypt is going to make it to the round 32. But they're actually proving us wrong. And this is a big slap to West African country on West Africa. They need to step up their football. Imagine Ghana, a whole Ghana. I think Ghana has been, see, yes, Tunisia didn't make it to the round 32. Ghana has been the most terrible team coming out from Africa to this World Cup. Imagine,
I strongly disagree on that. I strongly
bro, let
disagree
me
on that.
see. You might disagree with it, but I'm telling you the fact. Okay, how can you come with a top players like big names in Africa? Your striker failed to register one shot, not even shot on target, off target for 4 games. Your striker, your captain, failed to register a single shot, and the coach keep on using. I won't blame the coach though, because they hired the coach 2 weeks before the World Cup. They've already announced their players before they announced the coach. Before the coach came in, 2 weeks before World Cup. That's the reason why I will not blame the coach. He had to work with he had to work with the kind of player he met. So, but at the end of the day, Ghana is the most like they disgrace us in Africa. They embarrass West Africa with their football. Just I posted something in my page like, if imagine Colombia actually showed that Colombia actually showed that he's playing with female, because Ghana, I see this Ghana team as women team. They don't have anything. I think they don't have this pattern. They are just playing football for football's sake, just like 2 women playing. But yesterday shows that like men is actually playing women. So that is what happened against that Ghana match. So that's my take.
Mula, what do you have to say? European teams, are they better? Or, because for me, I don't think they are better. I just think the African teams lack full 90 minutes concentration. I will have to stick with that. And I don't think Ghana is also. Do you agree with it that Ghana is the worst team in this African team in this tournament? I don't think so. Mula, Mula.
Um, Ghana is not. I would not say Ghana is the worst African team, but they are the worst, best expected, worst African team. I don't know if that statement
I
is.
will take that. I will take that.
Mm-hmm.
I will take that.
Yeah, so I'm saying that for context, which I'm going to give now. Somebody like are you failed to register a shot, which Silas rightly said, 0 shots in 4 matches. Coming from a player who I think during the qualifiers he was like, if I'm not wrong, the standout player. You had about 7 goals or 7 goals and 7 assists, or is it 7 goals and 6 assists? I'm not sure with the exact value, but he was very prominent for Ghana during the qualifiers. So he's somebody we expected to bang in very, very, very impressive performances. Same also with Semenyo. But I don't know, but I would give them a fair soft landing and attribute this performance to the coach change, which happened before the World Cup started. As much as you might try to play it down, such things play serious effects on teams, especially team chemistry, and how it's not going to be very easy for a new coach to come and instill how you want to play with people all of a sudden and expect it to happen immediately. It's very rare. If it happens, fine, but things like that happen rarely. So I would attribute their poor performance to that to an extent. But then again, the team performed poorly, poorly, poorly. You can't tell me you have a witch doctor who's locking strikers, predicting teams are going to be eliminated, and you can't even use your voodoo powers to help your team. That's like the biggest priority misplacement I've seen in the World Cup so far. But then again, bant aside, they did not perform well, and it's just terrible to see it from Ghana. I had much hopes for them, as much as we are always at loggerheads with the whole competition, the Nigerian jollof, Ghana jollof, and whatnot. We expected to achieve them, but personally, I wanted them to do well, but it is what it is. Football happened, and this is the knockout stage. You have to come correct. If you can't come correct, they're going home. Simple and short.
Yeah, you did not touch on the European team. Are they
Yeah,
are
sorry
the
to
African team? Are they better?
okay. Just
The
to
European
put
team can still, European teams are still edging us, if you ask me. The European teams are still ahead of African football. But yes, the gap is closing. The gap is closing very, very rapidly. The gap is closing, and but they are still ahead of us. And talking about the full match concentration, it is something that teams need to understand, and in as much as you might say concentration, there's still also something called team management or game management rather. When you are at a higher position in a particular match, it's understandable for you to decide to, okay, keep the ball, move the ball around. Moving the ball around easily would also demoralize the opponents, whether you like it or not. You understand? Because they're trying to play catch up and you're trying to control the game. So these are things that teams and managers need to understand. I feel probably the African coaches are trying to um, quickly, what's the word? Quickly show that African teams are good. So even times where you're supposed to be conservative, you still want to keep on pressing high and pressing hard just to show that we're not here to play. But then again, that's where wisdom comes to play in the game of football. It's not always about moving forward. Everything has to be balanced in the game of football. For Senegal, for example, you are winning 2-0, of which I expected that match to be an easy win for Senegal. I never expected it to be even to there to. I never expected a competition in that game. I'm being very honest right now. And for a major part of the game, it played out so. Then you're at 85 minutes, you're winning 2-0, and I'm still seeing these Senegalese players pressing high and pressing hard. You don't do that. Even the best teams don't play football that way. This is the World Cup. This is the knockout stage. Luck might not always come through for you. You're not having any second chance. It is there or there not. You understand? So, and seeing them pressing so high, I was confused. I was confused. And unlucky for them, the first goal happened. I'm not going to blame them so much, but then again, let's say it happened 2-1. Your eyes are already open and clear to understand the fact that, okay, we still need to control the game. But instead, you kept on pressing high. You're playing like you are chasing the game when you are supposed to be conservative. It's just it's a mindset thing, trying to prove that we are good when we know we are good, but you don't really need to prove it and be reckless while trying to prove it. So the European teams are still up there. They're still up there for a fact. They are still up there, but the football gap is closing and it's closing rapidly. I'll be happy to see more African teams go for that. I wanted like 4 African teams to go into the quarterfinals, but then again, if wishes were horses. But good thing Morocco is still there. Good thing Egypt is still there, and I hope they go further than just the round of 16.
Yes, Silas, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say something about African countries. Only African country that you will see a striker have more rate being a defender than being a striker. Or you want to call that kind of striker? Is he a defending striker? Like you being a striker, your ratio of defending is more higher than you putting on the striker work. That is Jordan Ayew of Ghana. Jordan Ayew of Ghana. That guy should change they need to change his wing to his defender. He's good in defending than being a striker. So on this European thing, I think they still have edge over us. For real, let's be fair with you. They still have this edge over us. What happened to Senegal actually happened to Japan in 2018 World Cup as well. Japan was actually leading this same Belgium team 2-0, if we all remember. That Belgium ended up winning the match. I think like 15 minutes, maybe some minutes ago. Maron Fellaini was the
But that was a
star
lot.
of that.
That was a lot more better Belgium team. That was a very strong
Yes,
Belgium
yes,
team. And we have to
yes.
be
A
fair.
better Belgium, yes. That golden generation. But they repeat history, actually. They had to do it twice. You understand? They had to do it twice. So, and kudos to Belgium. Kudos to the coach because the coach did some substitution that actually worked out for them. He took the likes of KDB, Doku, the Cataleria out, and someone that actually changed the game. I think it's the Chelsea Looney Muera. What was his name? That boy actually came in and changed the dynamic of the game. You can see a young player who is like that. He's ready to make a mark. Like he's actually putting more effort. Like, okay, I want my presence to be felt in this thing. The few minutes I have left to play, let me put more effort. That boy actually changed the dynamic of the game. He's changed the dynamic of the game. And kudos to Rudy Garcia for winning. And Senegal, I feel like this World Cup, African teams needs to open their head. They need to open their head and think about how to do game management, because I think we lack that game management in Africa. We believe everything is strength, defend. No, even the non-physical team that know that have the game management, have a proper a good coach, they will beat most of this African team. For real. Like Egypt yesterday, if you see, assuming Egypt play a good team yesterday, assuming Australia was this good, they will knock out Egypt yesterday, because Egypt too lack that game management. They nearly lost it. I feel like another striker I need to put again in Africa that is not making me proud is Omar Mamouche of my club. Omar Mamouche. Mamouche has been one of the terrible striker going to this nation World Cup. I don't know, maybe this guy is a striker or a defender too. I will call Mamouche to a defending striker. You being a striker, losing 1-on-1, like it's much. Like I don't know what is wrong with African football these days. I feel like our football need to grow. We need to wake up. Our football need to grow in Africa. And Morocco is actually if not for Morocco, these people will not take Africa serious. Morocco is actually making us proud in this continent. Morocco is stepping up for us. I think with the presence of Morocco, nobody can talk down on Africa, because we'll remind them that, okay, a nation from Africa is doing this. A nation from Africa made it to semi-final of the last World Cup. And in this current World Cup, they are still there. Kudos to Morocco team. I'll praise them. Like, kudos to Morocco team. And even though they sacked their coach, they brought in another coach. We saw what those guys are doing. It's the mentality they have upstairs. The players know what they want. So kudos to them. And I think let's talk about Germany. What happened to Germany? What happened to Germany? The great Germany that we know. This big squad, a squad filled with talent, big players that play in the world. What happened to Germany? Please, I want to know your take on that, Umla.
Germany, in our previous episode, one of our early episodes, I said Germany don't hold water. When the facilitator was saying Germany was going to go far, that they played well. They played Curacao, and in as much as they got the goals, you would see the gameplay from the team. It held no water. Germany was not looking like a team that was going to come and dominate this World Cup. So I never rated them to do great after the first match. The second match, the same thing. So I did not expect much from them, but not. They would say it's a plus for them, because 2022 and 2018 editions of the World Cup, they were eliminated in the group stage. So qualifying from the group stage this time around, to an extent, be like an improvement to them based on recency bias, but not on the German national team that we know. So getting away from the group stage, okay, people were like, okay, I think Germany is back, but inside, I always knew, nah, they're not going to do it. But I expected them to still edge Paraguay. I expected to edge Paraguay, but it's just crazy that these teams are just choosing not to be what they are. But then again, it's football. There are times in life. There are times and seasons, I believe. So this could just be a rough patch for them, and I expect them to get their mojo back. Nagelsmann, unfortunately, is no longer with them, and Jurgen Klopp is taking over the affairs of the national team. So let's see what he does with them. But I never expected anything great from Germany this World Cup.
This is exactly what I was saying. That if Germany was playing an African team, maybe an Ivory Coast, for example, they probably win that game. Let's be sincere with ourselves. They probably win that game. I will probably be saying they have the fighting spirit. They come back. They do this. They do that. The truth is, the Paraguayans were so disciplined that you could see from the beginning of the game that this game was heading south. You could see that this game was heading south for them. And that was my point for saying, oh, maybe African teams lack that 19 minutes, full 19 minutes concentration. But we never know. Like let's say we need to improve, which I agree on. We need to improve a lot. We need to improve a lot. And I still agree with Muller saying tactical management, because a lot of those games you can see we lack a lot of tactical management in that game. Moving on, I think we
Oh,
should take
sorry,
round of
sorry.
16 prediction.
Let me hold on. Let me drop something. Sorry. You said something about Germany if they are playing African nation. They did it already against Ivory Coast. We saw their match against Ivory Coast. I think it's Ivory Coast they play, right. We saw their match against Ivory Coast where Ivory Coast was
But
leading
that one,
1-0.
that one was a match they didn't really need. That one was a match they didn't really need. If you have to be fair with ourselves,
They
that
end
was a
up
match they
beating
didn't really
Ivory
need.
Coast. They end up beating Ivory Coast as well. Before we move on to round 16, can we talk about Croatia, Portugal? What went wrong? Because you think what went wrong? Actually, I think to me, let me say something about the officiating. You know, every year, FIFA bring new rules that we don't know about, and we don't know how those rules work. According
We
to
know
what I
about, say
watched,
less, don't say we don't
no,
know about them. We know
hold on, just
some
let
of
me
us
finish.
just
I
know
know the reason why I say no.
precisely.
The one I'm saying I don't know about is this chip they are talking about, because the video I watch, that I watched that video countless times. I don't think that ball actually touched the number 20 of Croatia in his head. I don't think. To me, what I watch, I don't think the ball made a contact, because if the ball made a contact with that guy, the ball will actually deflect to another place. Because the contact alone will deflect the ball into another direction. But who am I? Who am I? What do I know? So I'm just saying stating my own fact about it.
Say less, it's
So
technology
thing
age.
is,
It's
the rules are
technology age.
there.
I would like us to,
The rules are there. And the World Cup
yeah.
ball, I don't know, sporting name, I think Toindo or Topiondo. Let me not make a mistake with the name. Right from time, if you had been following the World Cup preparations, you would know that each of the balls required it to be charged fully, and it also has a chip in there to dictate impacts or contacts, which is
To
supposed
help
to
with the
help them,
sensors.
yeah, or a sensor, which is supposed to help them curtail what's it called, offside, knowing the point of contact when the player touches the ball and where the other player who's supposed to be offside or onside is standing at the time. So these things were already in place. I don't think the officiating was wrong. And I also saw somebody else talking about, okay, if you say there was a contact on the Croatia player, there was also a contact on the Portuguese Vega. So why is the motion graph not showing the contact on Vega? If and rightly proven that the Croatian player made contact with the ball, every other phase of the gameplay is non-important, non-existent. Do
It's
you
offside.
understand?
It's everything
Because
is offside
why
from
is it,
down.
why is it non-existent? You have made contact. So we're working now with that phase of play, the contact from the Croatian player. And as at when there was contact on the Croatian player, the other Croatian player who was offside was offside. You understand? So I think the issue or where the discrepancy is people not knowing about the rule where a defender is touching the ball intentionally or not intentionally. You understand? Yeah. And
I think those
truthfully,
words intentionally keep causing confusion. Those
Yeah,
was
exactly.
intentionally, not
That's
intentionally.
why I said
But
those are
how do you
those are the
tell
little
intentional?
details. Those are the little details that makes the big difference in such things. I don't think Vega made an intentional touch on the ball. He was clearly trying to duck away from the ball. So he just like when you are standing on the field and someone plays a shot and it hits you, you are not trying to make a block. You are just there. So it's not an intentional block. Neither is it an intentional contact. So it doesn't still seem like Croatia were robbed. The game is the game, the rule is the rule. And I'm glad that the officiating team could uphold it rightfully and give the right verdict. It's good to see such things. Yes, I wanted Portugal to be eliminated. I don't want Ronaldo to have a knockout goal so we can keep bantering him with it. Although, yes, he has a knockout goal, but not an open play knockout goal. So we are still going to hold him at the scruffs of the neck. But then again, it's good that the right things are actually being done in the sports. So it's good.
Because for me, the only place I think I had a problem is if they have the graph of when they touch the ball. Why call the refs to the stand? Why take that much time? If you have a graph of how the ball move, then why call the ref? Why make all those kind of just tell him it's an offside and let the game move on. I think that's what they need to do to make the game faster and help you with the officiating. I think that's the only issue I have with it. Um, I think we can take prediction now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take round of 16 prediction. I'll start with Mula, Paraguay, France.
From what I saw yesterday with Cape Verde and Argentina, I'm not saying anybody's going to have an easy win anymore. I'm going to say France to win Paraguay. How it's going to happen, I don't know. I'm not giving any team, or I'm no
Siles.
longer going to say
So
to win.
Siles.
Yeah, I can hear you. Paraguay, France. According to what
Say
Muller said,
Paraguay, France.
according to what Muller said now, with the upset that is going on in the World Cup and the way these American teams are actually playing, yeah, France is the favorite to win, but anything can happen though. But I see France going through the next round, making it to the next round.
Yeah, for me, I think it's going to be a very tough game. I even lead to extra time, but I don't know. I just think it's going to be a very tough because defensively, I think those Paraguayan guys, I think they are very disciplined. So with Mbappe, we don't know what to expect. Canada, Morocco, for me, I think this is the end of the road for Canada, but they are the host. They cannot be fans behind them. Silas, what do you think?
Yeah, and they are the host, but they are not playing in their own country. They are playing in Houston, Texas. So I don't think they will have that home advantage because we can see what Morocco fans has been doing to the traveled like they have one thing. They have one thing. I like what they are doing in the northern part of the Africa because whenever they are going, their fans are always there. And Morocco fans are going in large number. I think yes, Canada will have more numbers than them, but we will see the red lions of Morocco, the fans as well. So Morocco going to this match. Morocco is the favorite. Another Africa that is going to the quarter final. I see Morocco winning.
Mula,
Yes, Morocco is going to win. Team Africa at this point. Morocco to win Canada 3-2.
yeah, I think I'll have to start with this one. Portugal, Spain. I think Portugal is going to defeat Spain. I don't know, but I think Portugal is going to defeat Spain because I think it's going to be their first good test, and I think they're going to shock all of us. They're going to defeat Spain. What do you have to say about that, Mula?
Man, Portugal is going to go, bro. Portugal has to go. I'm not convinced enough. I'm not convinced enough. Spain to win 2-1 or 2-0. 2-0 or 2-1 to Spain.
Silas.
I don't know. I don't know what made you believe that Portugal is going to knock out Spain, bro. This Spanish team is yet to concede a goal. I think they are yet to concede a goal in this.
They are
this
yet to
World
play a
Cup.
very strong side as well. They are yet to play a very strong side
Oh,
as
yes, they are here to play a very strong side, but let me tell you, yes, I know the reason why you're saying Portugal will knock them out. Maybe because of the outcome that the Nations League. That's the reason why that made you believe that they are going to win. But let me tell you something. This current Spain with Rodri fit playing with them, they are they are tough dog. Like they are actually one of the most difficult teams to face at this moment. This is the end of the road for Portugal. This is me being real with myself. The eight watch aside, let me just leave the. Normally, I'm going to do eight watch that day, but it's me being honest with myself. Like what I've been saying so far, I don't think this Portugal have what it takes to beat Spain this time around. I don't think they have what it takes to beat Spain. See, I see Spain winning 2-0.
well. Okay. Well, I well that's your take. Well, let's take quick prediction again. USA Belgium, Mula, USA Belgium.
USA is going to win Belgium straight up. USA play better, the home advantage and all. USA is to win Belgium. Belgium is going home.
Well, for me, I think Belgium are going to be one of those teams that are going to crawl their way real up. They're going to crawl real up because I don't see this USA team stopping them. They're going to give USA a real good run for their money. We don't have Celeste here, but let's take
The only
Norway,
sad thing
Brazil.
with that match, the only sad thing with that USA team now is the fact that Olari Balogun has a red card. So their talisman will no longer be there with them, but I still feel they would take Belgium out. These are the time for lucky wins anymore. So taking Brazil Norway, that's another match to watch. I feel Norway is going to take out Brazil. I don't know how it's going to happen. Norway is the Trojan horse for me in this competition. So Norway to take out Brazil 2-1.
Yeah, I think Norway will defeat Brazil as well. I think they're going to do that. Mexico, England. Sorry, one of the hosts have to go here again. I think uh, let's not say all the hosts will be going out at this round because yeah, Mexico, England. I think England will defeat them.
Uh, see what Congo did. See what Congo did against England. England seemed to be like a team that um, not just Congo, also Ghana. I think England played Ghana in the group stage. They seem to be that team that might not be able to crack it when it gets tough. You understand? Congo switched off that match and they got punished for it. But Mexico has been playing very well since the competition. Mexico is going to win England, hardcore, tough core. Mexico to win England, so on. I don't know I'm just
Wow,
getting it wrong, but Mexico to beat
wow,
England, so on.
wow. That one's tough. Silas, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I the match England and Mexico. We've seen what this Mexico team has been doing. Aside them being the host, one of the host team, check their record. Those guys have not lost. I think they have not lost in this their home in 9 match. If you check, they have this record in their home turf, and with the help of the fans, that will be the 12th man on the pitch. I think England will not find it difficult, will not find it easy to beat this Mexico team. This match will be a very, 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 very like a tough match for England. I think this is one of the tough tests for England. One of their first tough encounter in this World Cup. I see the match going to extra time. I see the match going to extra time and England winning by penalty.
Yeah, I think England is going to win. I think England is going to win. Argentina, Egypt. Silas, let me start with you. Argentina, Egypt.
Argentina, Egypt. Sorry to Argentina. I mean, sorry to Egypt. My bad. Sorry to Egypt.
Yeah, sorry to Argentina. Yeah, sorry to Argentina.
Cape Verde. Guy, chill. Don't worry. See, Argentina will be the one to, I mean, Egypt will be the one to suffer for what Cape Verde did. I'm telling you that. They will be the one to suffer for what Cape Verde did. And I don't think Scaloni and the Argentina team, I don't think they are going to take this match easy or underrate any team anymore because I feel like a little bit of underrating happened yesterday. I don't think them approaching the match of Egypt, they are going to do the same. They are going to take it serious. They are going to take it more serious, and Egypt should get ready, and they should get ready for what is about to happen to them. They should get ready. So Argentina winning 3-0. That's my
Mula,
final
Mula,
prediction.
Mula.
Yeah, I expect Argentina to give us a clean sheet in that match. I don't think Egypt is as defensively sound as Cape Verde. And the attacking threats not be so much of a threat to the Argentine defense. Argentina to win 2-0, 2-0. And they need to win it as fast as possible. You know, they need to go out there and grab it quickly. No time to dabble or try to play easy football. Go out there and get it done and let everybody relax. Argentina 2-0.
Yeah, well, I think Argentina is going to defeat Egypt also because they're one of those teams that are not playing well, but they are going to claw their way. So let's take the last prediction. Switzerland, Colombia. Mula.
I don't want to face Colombia, man. And those guys, they stress me in Copa Americas, so I don't want them to stress me in this World Cup. So I am Team Switzerland on that day. This is a biased prediction. Switzerland to win 1-0. Colombia is winning 1-0, and Switzerland is going to do it for me. Switzerland 1-0.
Steelers.
Yeah, my take on Switzerland, Colombia. I feel like yes, we've been praising Colombia. Yes, I know Colombia as a team. I see what they've been doing. Like I praise them for the good work they've been doing, like the energy. But Switzerland is one of the most underrated team in this World Cup. Coming out from the European side, they're one of the most underrated team.
Well, I think we lost Steelers
So
there.
I think this will be a tough
I think
test
that should be
for
that for the end of the
Colombia
show
as
today.
well. It will be a tough test
So
for
It's
them.
nice
it
to
is
have
I
you.
see
It's nice
Switzerland
to have
winning
you
the
here. We
match
started this show as three
2-1.
wise men, but one already left.
all good. It's all
uh,
good. It's all good.
it's an amazing episode. It's nice to have you guys here again.
Thanks,
One
man.
love,
Thanks.
one love, one love.
So everybody keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing to your groups and to your friends.
And your
Keep
comments too. Your
commenting.
comments are very
Yeah,
important.
we need to know. We need to hear from you guys. You know, let's communicate. Let's know what's up. Let's know what's up. Let's know how you feel about our content. So keep liking, keep subscribing, and keep commenting.
The other wise man is back. Silas, we are rounding up.
Yeah, please,
We are just
guys,
rounding.
support, like, share, repost to your people, and don't forget to drop comments. And if you see anything that you don't like, drop comments. Me, I will reply you
Very
myself.
important.
And thank you
It's very
for
important.
support and keep on supporting us.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.
See
Thank
you guys
you.
in the next episode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.